What is it about Thanksgiving that you enjoy? Like, you enjoy it?
Thanksgiving sandwiches.
Thanksgiving sandwiches.
The dinner's not that great.
No shit. Stab myself in the eyeballs. That was so fucking gross.
Was it that bad?
Yeah.
Should I do it again?
It's like, yes. Oh, fuck it. That gives me the fucking yuckies. that was, and that's a different episode. Sorry. That's how I feel about Thanksgiving. That whatever noise you just fucking made, that's how I feel about Thanksgiving.
So this episode is going to be about Thanksgiving. And
all right. And that's all we have for you today. Goodbye.
Joseph likes to skip over Thanksgiving.
What?
Skip over Thanksgiving.
Yes.
You do Halloween,
No.
and then you like barely do Halloween. So we like semi do Halloween, and then you just kind of skip over to Christmas.
Here's the thing. I participate in Thanksgiving. Let me tell you something. I participate. So I do Halloween. I watch all my horror movies and shit.
You watch your horror movies year round.
Yeah, fuck it. Do I decorate for Christmas before Halloween?
Yes.
Yes, I do. Am I asking myself questions right now so I can give easy answers? Yes, I am. So I like to decorate beforehand. But on the day of Thanksgiving, I do my rounds of Thanksgiving. And then I'm immediately back to Christmas. What is it about Thanksgiving that you enjoy? Like, you enjoy it?
Thanksgiving sandwiches.
Thanksgiving sandwiches.
The dinner's not that great.
No shit.
But it's the sandwiches. So you take the chicken the next day.
Oh, you're like the little kid from Bad Santa. I'll make you some sandwiches.
So you take the sandwiches. You take the turkey. You put the turkey in some bread. You put some mashed potatoes.
Everybody knows how to make a fucking sandwich. Why are you doing a tutorial about sandwiches?
Because it's a Thanksgiving sandwich. So you put the turkey, you put the mashed potatoes, you put the stuffing, you put a layer of the cranberry sauce, and you put
cranberry.
And then you put some of the mayo, and then you put gravy on the side, and then you melt it all together, and then you dip
melt
it.
What do you put it in the oven?
If you want to, some people put like
Wait.
cheese on it, but I don't do.
So instead of having like just regular like on Thanksgiving, like you guys do like Thanksgiving sandwiches.
So
or is this just like a Camilla fucking?
No, so we'll do Thanksgiving, and then like at around like 2, and then we go and have Thanksgiving sandwiches for dinner. At like 5 or 6.
It's like the same shitty meal
but
at a different.
Better. No, it's so much better. I swear.
It's not, bro.
It is. I'll make you a Thanksgiving sandwich.
No, thank you.
I still have this like gummy somewhere on my teeth.
I can't see it, but sure. But I don't understand. Like, wouldn't you want maybe a separate dish for like dinner? Because it's Thanksgiving dinner at lunchtime, which is another fucking thing I can't stand.
I also don't like that. I like Thanksgiving dinner at like 4 or 5 type deal. But my family likes to do it at like 2, which I think is like stupid early.
1 or 2 o'clock.
But it gives me more time to make my sandwiches at like 6 or 7. And that I would rather skip over the dinner and just do sandwiches. I actually have I have 2 Friendsgivings this year. One on the 11th, the other one's on the 19th, and then I have another one where people are just doing a charcuterie board Thanksgiving.
How do you say it?
Charcuterie board.
Okay.
There's a player on the Jets. I watched, what's the thing? What was the thing before?
Oh, this is when he said the Carcucci?
Carcucci board.
Bro.
I wanted to go to the Jets game and wear a shirt, like a Patriots jersey, but on the back, just have it say Carcucci.
Was it from the Jets? It was from the Jets. It was on Hard Knocks, right? All right. So side note, I went to go see Killers of the Flower Moon. There was like nobody in the theater, but there was a couple people in the theater. Okay. And then somebody, a player I won't name, was with me for this and decided to open up their phone, and all you heard when it was
Carcucci.
It was completely silent at that point in the movie. It was like Carcucci board, like mad fucking loud.
That was my favorite thing watching Hard Knocks. he said it so seriously, and they were like charcuterie. Like the other player was like, it's charcuterie.
Carcucci.
Like, what'd you call it? And he was like, a carcucci.
A carcucci board.
A carcucci board. And he got cut from the team, fun fact, and then he got brought back in for like practice squad or whatever. But anyways.
Thanksgiving is the dinner is a lunch, number one, that I fucking hate. The meal itself is just, it's not the way anybody cooks it, because everybody's like, oh, well, you haven't had mine. You haven't. I've had turkey 19 fucking different ways. It's still a bullshit fucking meat. I would rather have any other meal.
So why do you hate Thanksgiving? Because the way that your family does Thanksgiving is different than some families. Some families don't do turkey. They'll do ham instead. Or they won't do ham or turkey. They do prime rib, and that's my favorite.
Yeah, well, we just do it the traditional way. And then I don't know. I think my father makes something different, because like I have to bounce around a little bit, so I have to go there after, and they'll have like something different.
My favorite thing, which I've never had it, that is in the turkey realm. I've seen other families do it, but they have that big fryer vat. It's like super long, and they like stab the turkey through a skewer, and then they bring it all the way in, and they let it like deep fry in the oil. And then they pull it out, and it's like supposed to be crispy and juicy and
I've
yummy.
had deep fried turkey.
Is it good? Really?
I mean, it's just a boring fucking bird. It's boring meat. Sorry.
I like the dark meat.
I like the dark meat to an extent, but that's like fucking. I'd rather have salmon or something.
But like, do you have chicken? It's the same idea. So do you feel that way about chicken?
No, chicken's more flexible, I think, with the way you cook it. You can just have it different ways.
It's the same thing. It's the same bird. So if you feel that way about turkey, you should feel that way about chicken. Now I know that your opinions are just like fully like in your head. Like that's not based on fact.
What are you talking about?
Because it's a chicken and a turkey. They're both a bird. So you're like, I don't like the turkey.
Because the turkey's a different meat. But Am I fucking stupid here?
Turkey breast and chicken breast are also very similar to each other.
They're not.
In taste?
Not really.
If you don't season either of them at all and you just cook both of them bland,
you couldn't tell the difference between chicken and turkey?
Turkey breast, like meat, not like sliced turkey breast, but turkey, like you cut into the breast part, the white meat.
Yes.
Versus chicken breast. There's not a huge difference between them.
I disagree. You
Sound
can't
off
even,
in the comments.
Yeah, you can't tell the difference between different fucking bottled water.
Water. No, because there really is no difference between this. But
right, so your opinion this doesn't count.
And then like chicken has dark meat and turkey has dark meat. And those are also
How many times
similar.
a year do you have turkey?
Once.
That's the fucking point.
Because I don't want to cook a 10-pound chicken.
But if it was that good, wouldn't you cook it maybe more than once though a year?
No, because I don't even like to cook chicken at home. I'm a steak kind of girl.
Oh my god.
I'm a steak kind of girl.
Of course you are.
I like to get a nice ribeye or a T-bone.
Oh my god.
It's good. Sorry, we can't all afford to eat out all the time, Joseph.
What does that have to do with anything?
That's what you do. I can't afford to do that.
First of all, so this is the guy who bought a $500 fucking Christmas tree that didn't fit in their apartment.
We returned it.
Because it didn't fucking fit.
I thought I could.
But you spent $500 on a Christmas tree.
I thought I could have it like bend a little bit at the top. I could not. So this is a story. Ready? So I got the Home Depot viral tree. This is the thing. It's literally sold out everywhere. I found one of the 9-footer. It's a Home Depot Christmas tree. It's 9 feet. They have a 7.5 and they have a 12. There was one left of the 9-footer.
It's a spiral? What the fuck are you talking about? What does it look like?
I didn't say spiral.
Didn't you?
No. A 9-foot,
I heard spiral.
7-foot or 12-foot tree.
Okay.
It's an artificial tree, so it's not real. And it's pre-lit, so the lights are already on it, which is super convenient. There's no flocking, which means that you don't have to like pull apart the branches to make it look like nice. They literally just kind of fall into place. You open it, you let it go, and it falls.
That's every fake tree.
And it has a remote control that you can... I felt that one coming out. And there's a remote control that can do either white, warm lights, multicolor, fast, slow, or twinkle. And you can control it with your remote, which is really cool. So this Home Depot tree went viral. It's completely sold out.
Viral? I thought you said spiral. Okay.
Viral. It completely sold out literally everywhere.
And this is the one that you had to have.
This is the one I had to have because we don't have our first Christmas tree yet. So I was like, all right, let's get one that we can invest in. So we got the 9-footer. It didn't fit, and I was pissed. And so we were like, maybe let's not keep the top piece on, and we'll just keep it like that.
What did it look like, dude?
It was fine. It wasn't off. I mean, it was not great. But the idea behind it is, what if we move into a house and now we have to buy like a 9-foot tree because the house is bigger? But I also was like, my parents don't have 9-foot ceilings. Like, so maybe the 7.5 is the way to go. Like, I know we want like vaulted ceilings, but we don't know for sure if our future house will have that. So I looked online, and that day there was nothing else. There was no trees available, nothing online, whatever. And then yesterday I go on in the morning and there's one available in Johnston. So I call him up and I say, hi, is this tree available? And he's like, yes, I have this for you. And I was like, yes, okay. Can you put this on hold? I'll be there in 45 minutes. 45 minutes.
Time out.
Yes.
How come nobody measured?
I just figured I knew it wouldn't fit, but I figured I could bend the top. Like it was like a little less than a foot, but I figured it could just like bend.
You put 9-foot fucking. I mean, mine's 7.5. That's like a standard size, 6 or 7.5. 7.5 is like a decent sized fucking tree. You don't need a 9-foot tree.
I wanted a 9-foot tree, but
it's okay. But you don't have money to eat out, but you have money to fucking.
It's an investment.
On what, bro? I bought my tree.
I'll have this tree for like 15 years.
I bought my tree at least 5 years ago, if not 6 years ago, for 100. Huh?
Can you crack my back after? My back hurts from hunching over. Just like step on it.
You look like you were possessed for a second. I don't know what she's doing.
The Exorcist.
But I've had my tree. I spent $100 on that tree 6 years ago. Still fine.
Yeah, and I'll have mine for 15 years. So what of it?
Well, mine's still going. They don't go bad.
But like mine's pre-lit. I don't even have to add
the mine.
The lights. But did you have to? How many plugs do you have to plug in?
One.
Does yours have different settings?
No.
Mine does.
I know, but I mean, now we're talking about like 5 times the fucking price. But honestly, if you wanted to do that, you could just wrap it in different lights.
But then you have
2 different options.
But you can't control. You have to like unplug one.
This is the bougie shit, right? So as you try to clown me for eating out, this is like.
Anyways.
Because it went viral. You saw it on TikTok. Now you needed it.
Jeff from Home Depot said he had it. Shout out Jeff. He had it, and he said he was going to put my name on it. So he put my name on it and put it in a shopping cart. And then I showed up 45 minutes later to this Home Depot. I took apart the 9-foot tree, stuffed it in my little 4-door sedan, showed up and was like, hi, I need the tree that you put on aside. So he was like, okay, yeah, let me go get it. It wasn't behind customer service. No one knew what I was talking about. They found this guy named Jeff, and he was like, yeah, I put it in a cart in garden. And I was like, well, it's not over there. And so he's looking around for it, and he's like, I think a customer took it. A customer took my shopping cart of my Christmas tree, ripped my name off of it, and then bought it.
Shout out that person because they loved Christmas so much.
That's not the Christmas joy spirit right there.
What he should have put it behind in the back or behind a register or something.
Pissed. So I was like, well, now I'm upset because I just returned this 9-foot tree, took it apart, brought it here, and then cleared up my house for this like new tree. I was like, can I buy the sample that's already out of the box? And he's like, I don't know. And I was like, can I talk to the manager to ask? So I spoke to the manager. She did some research, and apparently there's one coming in on November 7th. So I paid for it, and apparently when it comes here on November 7th, I get my tree. But now I got to wait 5 freaking days for this tree that I already made room for. So now my house just looks like stupid.
Well, I already decorated, and then next week I'm getting carpet, so I have to take everything back out.
Looks like we're both stupid.
Well, it's just a time thing. It's fine.
Annoying.
I'll make it work.
So anyways, yeah, that's my Christmas tree debacle. But
yeah, Thanksgiving. Everybody's excuse, right? Because as soon as Halloween's over and you play Christmas music or you decorate, everybody's like, "Oh, you gotta wait till after Thanksgiving or wait till December," right?
Yeah.
Like because of one fucking day. And like, what's so great about Thanksgiving? Everybody says the same shit because you eat till you're like stuffed, you watch football, and you drink beer. That's like you can do that every Sunday, every Monday. Every fucking Thursday. If you like college ball, you can do that Saturday.
Thanksgiving is like a 2-day event, though, so it really does deserve it.
Why?
Black Friday. This episode is sponsored by our friends over at Be a Nice Human.
We don't agree on much on this podcast, but one thing we do agree on is our love for the Be a Nice Human brand.
Their streetwear includes hoodies, beanies, t-shirts, socks, and more to choose from with the simple phrase, Be a Nice Human.
Head over to beanicehuman.me and use the promo code HATETHAT. That's H, the number 8, THAT for 10% off your order.
And remember, you can still be a badass and be a nice human.
That's a separate...
No, that's like tied in. It happens every Friday after Thanksgiving.
I know, but it's like
And then technically, if you really wanted to count it, it's Small Business Saturday and Cyber Monday.
So it's all like spending of money. Like it's all like...
Or supporting businesses.
That's how you would look at that?
Small Business Saturday is literally supporting small businesses.
Okay. So what do you do for that?
I usually shop at like some of the local places that will put out like stuff for like Christmas. They'll be like, oh, a little Christmas sale. For like Black Friday, I used to go. Black Friday was like my holiday. That was like my religion right there. I would go out at midnight. It was my favorite time of the year because I would go out and I'd go shopping. And it was the only time of year that you could go shopping out at midnight. And it was so cool to go shopping at midnight at a mall at midnight. And it was a lot of fun. So I used to do that like...
But do you still Black Friday shop?
Now they don't open at midnight. Ever since COVID, they don't open at midnight. They now open at like 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 7 a.m. I think Target did like 7 a.m. last year. So yes, I still Black Friday shop, but not at the midnight because most of them don't do midnight anymore. Like even I think it's like Rent Them doesn't even do midnight anymore, which they used to do midnight, which was really fun to walk around and like go shopping and everyone's awake and like wide-eyed and has their Dunkin' in hand and it was a lot of fun.
I did it 1 year.
That's like Christmas spirit right there. Everyone's so excited to go Christmas shopping and get their deals.
That's the part of Christmas that that's not what Christmas is about. This is a different topic. This is not what Christmas is about. It's not about shopping. It's not about spending money. It's about
what? It's the joy, the spirit of Christmas.
It's totally the spirit of Christmas. It's the spirit of Christmas. Now we're going into the Christmas realm. I'm trying to stay on Thanksgiving, but it's so fucking hard.
It's so hard when you're so passionate about Christmas.
Well, other than like Washington playing this year on Thanksgiving, like
which they're going to lose that game. So that's crappy.
I'm sorry, did they play already?
You even said that they were going to lose.
I said it's a tough game because Dallas.
They've never won a single Thanksgiving game.
Yes, they have. I went 10 years ago. They won.
Okay.
I went to Dallas, and they won. Okay. And that just tweaked, and I saw it. It did in that episode, too.
I know you commented after, and you were like, it did happen.
It did, because I saw it. But other than that, like, I don't know. Just like everything's fucking closed. Everything's closed. Which is fucking annoying. It's like the dinner at lunch, the food itself. Like Washington playing is like a bonus this year. Mm-mm. And then like me and Cheese will go see the tree that's on the crawl route that night because I can't do it this year because Washington's playing at 4:30. Well, last year we went for the whole like tree lighting. They do a whole little thing.
Adorable.
It's great.
You know what you could do instead? Go see the tree lighting in Providence, December 7th, 8th, and 9th. I think whatever that first weekend.
December 7th, 8th, and 9th.
I think the lighting's on the 7th. And
is that a weekend?
Duncan's actually sponsoring it. Yeah, the Friday. I think it's like 6, 7, 8 or 7, 8, 9. But yeah, it's that weekend. And the lighting's on Friday, Duncan's sponsoring it, and then Saturday they're doing like a bunch of stuff.
I feel like I did this once. Maybe
I've never been, so I really want to go see it this year.
Maybe I'll check it out.
Do you watch the Thanksgiving parade, Macy's Thanksgiving parade?
No, sir. Not since I was.
Did you watch it when you were a kid? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when the Barney got destroyed.
My mom still watches it to this day. I even like watching it. It's just really like nostalgic and cute. I would never go see it in person, but.
Oh God, no! That's like going to.
I went for New Year's, and yeah, that thing was hell. I went for New Year's once with my parents. You have to hold your pee from the second that you get there, which they close the streets off at like 1 p.m. You have to stay in line and can't go pee. And if you have to go pee, then you risk not being able to get back at all from 1 till midnight.
I can't control my bladder.
And you can't eat. You can't eat.
No.
So you have to pack snacks.
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches?
I would never fucking do that.
And if you step out of line, then it's like one person can go get it, but like also like some cops are just assholes and they won't let you back in.
Unless you lived in that area, that just would not be worth it for me to ever I would never have any interest.
I would never do it again. And especially, I don't know if you know this, but if you've gone to New York and you see the ball is this big because it's so high up. You look at it, no matter what angle, you see something this big dropping. And you're like, you see it on TV and it's this big giant thing because the camera's at the height of the ball. Mm-hmm. So when it drops, you can barely see it. You're really just feeding off of the energy of everyone around you screaming for like 10, 9, 8, that.
Yeah, I don't get that. My New Year's is very low key. I do like a low key New Year's. I'm not big on, because I do like other shit like the crawl and Chris. Like I don't like going out. I like to be alone.
So New Year's alone, Thanksgiving, hate it. Black Friday, stupid.
Basically.
Small Business Saturday, fine. Cyber Monday, I'm an idiot for buying things.
Well, here's the thing. I usually will buy myself something around this time of year.
What do you want to buy? What are you going to get? I think I'm going to get an air fryer for myself.
I'm sorry, did you just ask me a question and then answer for yourself?
Yes.
What are you going to buy? An air fryer?
Yeah.
Are you going to actually fucking use it?
I use my air fryer all the time. The one that I have at my apartment is kind of crappy, though. It was one that my mom got for like $35. The one that I had for years at my parents' house was like a $200 one, and that one was like amazing. So I want to get myself like a nice one for the apartment. I swear, you would love an air fryer. You can like heat things up in it, make things crispy. You could take one of your meals and like throw like chicken nuggets and just throw it in there, and I'll make it like... nice crispy chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets are not good.
But like you can get things and just like you could throw a hot dog in there.
It's so
convenient. It's like a microwave, a toaster oven, a fryer later, and
it would benefit me because my fucking oven doesn't work. My stovetop works, my oven doesn't work.
Exactly. And you can bake cookies. It's literally, it takes up no more than this much counter space.
That's about the amount of counter space I actually have.
We could fit it on the right side, next to the sink.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Anyways, what are you gonna get?
Probably a TV. I need another TV.
Do you really?
Yeah, because I want a bigger...
You can shut the fuck up with that attitude.
I want a bigger TV so I can mount it on the wall, and then the one that I have in there now, I can put...
come down here.
Why do I need it down here? I already have one.
Oh.
Did you see that one right there behind you?
Yeah.
Behind the camera?
Yeah.
So then I'm going to get the one that I have that now in my bedroom and put that and mount that on the wall. So then I have one in my bedroom.
Why do you need it in your bedroom?
What if I want to watch television in my bedroom?
Your house is not that big.
What does it have to... First of all...
no, I mean like to like have multiple TVs in every room.
It's not all about the size now that we're throwing shots.
It's about the curtain.
It's what you do with it, okay? So...
No, I just meant that you don't need one in every single like bedroom. Like I thought you would have put that in or like in every room. I would have thought you would put it in the product room so that like when
Why would I put it in there?
Because like I figured when you were filming, you could hook it up and like you could see it on. I don't know. It might be like a cool... I've always seen like YouTubers do things like that. So you can see what it looks like on like the big screen. So if we're doing like product stuff, it's nice to see it on like a larger screen besides what we just see.
Well, I have a screen that mounts on my camera.
Oh.
But wouldn't it make more sense to put it in the bedroom?
I don't know.
I only have one TV
I don't like
upstairs.
TVs in the bedroom because then I would spend all the time in the bedroom. Like Nick had one in his bedroom and we like... Granted, we like stayed only in his bedroom, but... we would never like leave it essentially. So I don't like TVs in the bedroom. I never grew up with a TV in the bedroom. So I think that's where that came from. When I got older, I got a TV in the bedroom, but I didn't even have cable on it. I had the TV in the bedroom to play like video games on my Xbox. And that was when I was older. So I'm biased on it. I never had it.
Even when I had it in like where I used to live, I had the TV in there and I didn't watch it all the time. But if I was like sick or something, like, and I didn't feel like being on the couch, like it's
nice in that sense.
Yeah.
I think I never had it, like I said. And then when I dated my ex, he had one in his bedroom and it really like stopped conversation from happening with his family. Like his brother would be in his room all day playing video games on his thing. we would be in his room watching TV or playing video games. His parents would be in the living room watching TV. So it was like, I feel like I would instill that also like in my kids, like no TVs in the bedroom, because they would just close their door and like play games. So I kind of saw like how that could be not so great.
It depends on like the situation. Yeah. Because honestly, for me, like that was like, I had like a small ass bedroom growing up, and like that was like my escape.
Safe space.
It's just to be like, not that I had a big TV.
Yeah.
But like to have a TV and just to be able to like shut things out.
That makes sense. What's your like favorite? So like one of the things that I can remember on Thanksgiving, I'll circle this back through Thanksgiving, so we're not too far off topic. But like as a kid, I can remember watching the Macy's like Thanksgiving Day parade, and then I never had a TV in my bedroom. So after things like that, like while my mom was cooking, there was a thing called the Video Now. Do you remember that thing? So it was like a little player, and it was a version of like a DVD player before DVD, like the portable DVD players were ever a thing. It was a small version of it. It was this big, and the screen was this big, and it first only came out in black and white, and then
it was in like a one thing.
Solid thing, and the discs were like this big, and they really only had like Nickelodeon shows for the most part. It was like All That, Amanda Show, SpongeBob. And that was like one of my favorite things that I remember like through Thanksgiving. What would you say your favorite thing is? And also, what's your favorite dish before I forget? Because you hate Thanksgiving as it is. So if you had to choose something, what would be your favorite?
Dish?
Yeah.
I don't, black olives.
You don't like pie? You don't like mashed potatoes? You don't like sweet potatoes?
It's all like okay. Like it's not like
I haven't had my mashed potatoes.
Oh, that's what everybody says.
My mashed potatoes are garlic butter and it's so good.
It's it's not that whipped. It's not like I hate the food where I like I just genuinely don't like it, like green olives or something. Like it's fine, I eat it, but it's not like.
There's not a dish what is the one that you look forward to the most? Because you're gonna eat it regardless.
That's how I feel about the dinner in general. I just don't. It's just whatever. It's like that's
like okay. Nick's favorite thing is stuffing. Like he loves stuffing.
It's fine. Everything is on it's the same level with each other. It's not like bad. It's like not the food's not cooked good. It's just those are meals that I wouldn't go out of my way to have ever.
Like I make apple pie Jello shots. Those are bomb. People look forward to my apple pie Jello shots.
I mean, and I'm not like a pie guy. I like chocolate cream pie, but that's depending on whether Babs is gonna make it or not.
She makes it from scratch?
I don't know. I don't know what she does.
You just said she's gonna make it.
She makes it. It's not like she buys it. I don't know what scratch. What do you mean from scratch?
Well, from scratch means you make it.
Okay, so I mean, like I don't know if you can pre-do like pies.
Like okay, so she like makes it from scratch, and you're like, yeah, I don't know.
But if there's no other way, to make it,
you can buy it from like Stop and Shop or order it from Rice Farm.
If that's contingent on her making it, and then you ask me if she makes it from scratch, and if there's no other way to make it than from scratch, then why did you ask?
No, because it's like I wasn't sure. I don't know. I'm gonna have to play that back. You just like confused the frick out of me with that.
Look, I said it's like depends on whether Babs is gonna make it or not, and you said, "Oh, she makes it from scratch," and then you're telling me there's no other way to make it from scratch.
But like, so, I'm like, oh, she like, AKA like she makes it, and you should have just been like, oh yeah, she does make it, and I'm like, oh okay, cool.
But I just said she makes. I said that depends on her. I was
surprised. That was me being like surprised.
That's like the only pie that I'll eat though. Like, I don't like pumpkin pie and
I don't like pumpkin
apple
pie.
Nah.
Apple pie is good with like a caramel sauce. I had this like apple tart yesterday. I don't like pies per se. I do like an apple crisp. I really like apple crisp.
I can fuck with apple crisp.
Yeah, I've never really done pies because I don't like the crust of pies. They're always like, I like literally eat all the stuff on the inside and I don't eat the crust. So for me, I'd rather have like apple crisp, or I'll do like apple tarts. So like the outside, but then there's no like covering over my pie. Like it's just apples, which is nice.
I don't know, dude.
I think your family needs to cater the Thanksgiving to more things that like you would like
to me,
to things that you might also like. Because
it's not,
or AKA do a Thanksgiving at your house, host it, invite your family.
No.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
No. My house is small. I don't have enough room.
That's not. Shut up.
I don't want to host. And I don't think nobody should fucking cater it to me.
No, I don't mean cater it to you, but like maybe you show up with a dish that you would like.
I could.
You would probably like I do a sweet potato like mash with like marshmallow toppings that I toast up. Ugh. It is so good.
Oh, no, sir.
Yes, you would love it.
No, sir.
You would love it.
I don't like mallows not in my dessert.
No, you would like it. Trust me, because I put like maple syrup. It's so good. It's so good. You would like that. You would like that. Like I said, I do apple crisp instead of apple pie. I do apple pie jello shots, which are really good. Of like apple cider mixed with Jack apple, or Crown apple. And what else do I do?
None of it's really jumping out at me, if I'm being honest.
You would like it. Other people do like baked mac and cheese, which I know you would like, but I don't make that. But you would like stuff like that.
I mean, listen, I could buy a dish or something and bring it, but I don't. And it's just
you show up empty-handed. Your poor mother and father.
First of all, they're divorced. Number one.
No, but I know,
Number
like you
two,
go to both though, right?
I go to my aunt's. She hosts,
okay.
And then I go to my father's after.
Okay, so still same thing.
I don't know. I
don't show up with anything.
I don't know what the fuck am I gonna bring. I bring me.
A dish.
I bring me. That's a treat in itself. Listen, I am the treat.
I can't with you. All right. I don't think I'm gonna win this battle. So
listen, I enjoy watching. I enjoy watching like the games, like the football game. Like okay. I like being around like my family and shit, but.
I'd hope so.
Well, I mean, because you're like, what part do you like? It's like the dish. I'm not really a fan of the food, but like, I have no problem with that. It's just like Christmas is also like, it's like the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So it's like Thanksgiving is just like, I don't know.
You know what it is that like in your head, you can't like Thanksgiving that much. That's because you have to like, because you love Christmas that much. There's not enough room in your heart. You took up all the room for Christmas.
My heart is full.
Your heart is full of Christmas joy. You didn't even leave a sliver for Thanksgiving. There's no room. You're like no, but Christmas. And it's like, I understand that. But like, let's acknowledge the present day.
I know, but why does everybody get so fucking butthurt about the thing? Like, if you like Christmas too much, it's like you hate Thanksgiving. It's like, why? I
mean, you actually do.
I don't hate it. It's just like
you don't enjoy it.
It's fine, but like what do you get out of it?
It's like dog people and cat people. Like I like cat people like cats and dogs. Dog people like dogs. So for you, it's like I like Thanksgiving and Christmas, but someone who's such a big Christmas lover, you won't even acknowledge Thanksgiving because we go straight to Christmas.
That's not true. I participate on the day. But what do you want me? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to fucking listen to Thanksgiving music and decorate like with turkeys everywhere?
I think you should have a hand turkey. You want to do a hand turkey together?
To me, that's like
can we do a hand turkey?
You're talking about Christmas. Sorry, Christmas is a season. Thanksgiving is a day.
Can we do a hand turkey?
What the fuck? Oh, like the old school like joints. You know what's so funny?
The eye and like each thing is a different color. The fingers are all.
Back in the day, this is back in Providence Street Elementary School, now defunct. We used to like right before Thanksgiving because you get like Thanksgiving and then Black Friday off. Yeah. We would do like a Thanksgiving like lunch dinner thing, and we would make like these costumes out of like the old paper bags like that you used to cover your books with.
Oh.
And we would like be like pilgrims and Indians, and we would sit in the like the little lunchroom.
So I've thought about that. So like in elementary school, they had us do something very similar, not pilgrims, but just like Indians, and then we had like Native Americans, and they had us create T-shirts with Native American like names. Like we had to create our own names. So mine was Pussy Willow Flower at the age of 2nd grade. So I was like. I was 7 years old, if that, maybe 6.
Who came up with that name?
Me.
Oh.
So I was Pussy Willow Flower. And I still have the shirt. But my question is, because of the history of what we now, like, as adults, we were never taught this in school. But the history behind what actually happened with the Native Americans and the Pilgrims, they can't do that at schools now, right? Like, they don't do that at schools now, right? Like that was allowed, but I can't Like that was something they like literally like dressed us up and like made us do this stuff in school at 6 years old. But like they can't do that now, right?
I would imagine that they don't, but I also don't think the intent behind it was to be negative.
No, it definitely wasn't. I mean, I don't think it was either at 6 years old. I mean, like
no, and like the school was not thinking of it to be like. That's the other thing is like there's a fine line of like, you know, what is offensive to somebody isn't offensive to somebody else, and it's like, I mean, I don't know. I don't think the intent was there to be bad. Like when we dressed up, like we would have like. We'd have like I'm also not a fucking pilgrim. Yeah. But it's like so like me dressing up as a pilgrim is like to me the same as like dressing up as a Native American because like I'm neither. Yeah. But I don't think the intent was there. But I would doubt that they do that now.
Now, right? That's what I would assume.
Because I think they've gone so far to like. Do you think they politically correct to not
do that?
Discuss it.
Do you think that they teach what really happened, or do they just like? Take out the whole subject of what used to happen?
I guess it depends on like.
I'm just so curious because I don't. I guess we'll find out when you and I both have a spawn separately. I had to stop.
Just to clarify, so it's a separate spawn.
I went to the bridal expo with my friend, and like we both are getting married. So when we would go,
for this shit?
Yeah, they have bridal expos where you can go win like prizes and stuff like that. So I went to it. And I would go up and they'd be like, who's the bride? And I'm like, oh, we're both getting married. And then I had to stop and I was like, to other people, not to each other.
Like separately.
To separate people.
We both have a man's.
Yeah. I'm like, I have to like fix my wording on certain things like that. But that was that example of that. So when we both have spawns separately, when we have separate spawns, we'll have to find out through them. Because I don't know what the curriculum is.
I know, but I have enough friends that have kids. I could
go ask Cheese.
They're about to get to that age of you know, the school.
Learning things like that.
The younger ones, anyway.
Yeah, because we went to, like, Plymouth Rock as a kid as, like, a field trip.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, I remember doing... I'm so curious to know, like, what's different.
I think
find out and
I'll ask because I think that there's something to be said with like respect to people who may be offended by certain things, but then there's also like the eradication of history in certain groups of people that I don't think is. I think there's a fine line there of like not trying to overcompensate for people who might be offended because then there's also like an eradication of. Well, let's just not talk about it at all, and then just Then there's like no exposure to a group of people.
Yeah,
you should see that movie. The one we just talked about, Killers of the Flower Moon.
Oh yeah,
it's long. I would recommend watching it at home.
I'm smiling because I just thought of it because you just said movie, and then we're talking about Thanksgiving. Would you go see that Thanksgiving Day movie?
I'm going to.
You are?
Yeah.
I kind of want to go see it. It says that it's based off of a legend. I didn't know that there was a Thanksgiving, like, colonial pilgrim legend. Did you know that?
No.
Did you see the fact that they said it's based off of a legend or no?
No.
Okay, let me see.
Not really.
Legend of...
But you should really see that movie. You're going to have to probably take pauses in between. But I would watch it because it's based on a true story. And it's very interesting.
Hold on.
And it's a Martin Scorsese movie, so obviously it's fucking good.
Can you send that to me after, please?
What am I sending you?
That, what you just said.
Killers of the Flower Moon?
Yes.
Surely.
So Legend of John Carver. Who's John Carver? John Carver.
John Jacob.
Oh, John Carver Inn is like a hotel in Plymouth. So, John Carver, let's see. Legend, let's see. Who was John Carver? So he was the first signature on the historic Mayflower Compact, the first governor of the Plymouth colony, and the man who negotiated peace with Native American Wampanoag community members. But John Carver would never live to see the new life he had built for his passengers of the Mayflower in the New World. This seems like he was an actual, like, really nice person. So this is weird that they're making a movie that's supposed to be like horror and is supposed to be a...
But they also made like Abraham Lincoln, like, what was that movie?
Oh yeah, it was literally called Lincoln, wasn't it?
It was like he was like the demon slayer or something, or what was it?
I don't remember.
Zombie slayer.
Was
you don't remember
it?
that?
No.
Dude, look that up. It was Abraham Lincoln, like the zombie, the demon slayer or something.
It says after a Black Friday riot ends in a tragedy, a mysterious Thanksgiving-inspired killer terrorizes Plymouth, Mass., the birthplace of the infamous holiday.
Yeah, because what the killer is using is all like Thanksgiving
tools
like the corn. I swear it's in the corn thingy that you
pierce the corn on both sides.
He like jabs it into this girl's like ears.
This is gonna give me like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey vibes.
Oh, it totally is, because they even say it in there, like he's using all the tools. For
I didn't really watch the trailer because I missed it when I showed up for Saw. But I'm gonna have to. Okay, what was the one that you just said? Lincoln. Scary movie?
Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln. It was like, oh, fuck, what was it called?
Oh, Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter.
Vampire Hunter. What I said, Demon Slayer?
Is a 2012 American action horror film directed by whoever, depicting a fictionalized history of the American Civil War with the 16th President of the United States reimagined as having a secret identity. This sounds stupid.
Yeah, but
was it good?
I didn't fucking watch it.
Oh, I thought you would have.
No, again, I can't do like vampire. I can't do like too fake of shit. Yeah. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey is where that's my line in the sand.
I can't do fake stuff, but I watched a Winnie the Pooh, aka a Pooh Bear, a bear that was a bear who was a friend of a little boy who became rabid because he left him in the woods for far too long.
That is, I guess, like Abraham Lincoln to an extent, but that is such a ridiculous plot. Like, how do you not see it? How do you not see it?
I mean, Abraham Lincoln's kind of that, too. Like, the 16th president of the United States who got shot and killed is actually a vampire slayer.
It is. I think when it came out, I just wasn't
interested in it.
I wasn't interested. But now it's like, I mean, I saw Blood and Honey like 3 times already, but I saw it in theaters.
That's ridiculous. I know. We watched it together.
Yeah, you guys showed up late again.
Yep.
Go fucking figure.
It was great. I'm going to watch Thanksgiving, though. Moral of the story is watch Thanksgiving the movie. Support small businesses on Small Business Saturday. Go shopping on Black Friday if you want good deals. Get yourself an air fryer because it's probably on sale at that time. Treat yourself to something nice. Enjoy a Thanksgiving meal. And if you don't like anything from Thanksgiving at other people's stuff, bring something that you like yourself and make it so you don't show up empty-handed.
That was so much. That was just a lot.
But I love that for me.
But just go to Thanksgiving, do your thing. It's fine. It's like the fucking preseason to like the Super Bowl.
That's the tailgate.
It's the tailgate to the real thing.
There you go.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
So whatever. Fuck it. And anyway, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving. I love that for me. I love that for you.
And you keep changing it. I love that for all of us.
Because I really do love that for me, but I'm going to say I love that for you.
And I hate.
You literally hate that for you.
I fucking hate that for me.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.